Yes, yes, yes. Or should I say OMG. It's the Raphael Dawkins with the Combat Radio. And I've had requests to do this one, so we have to go live with it. And let's fade out the music and get into this one. It's gone from the ridiculous to the sublime. Just listen to the words of Mauricio Sulaiman.
Tyson Fury, we're not sure what's going on with him at the moment. I think he's struggling with an opponent. Can you fill us in on that?
Well, he's a victim. He's a victim of being the greatest fighter of today.
Let me stop you. Let me stop you right there. Mauricio Sulaiman says that Tyson Fury is a victim. Is a victim. OMG, how the hell is Tyson Fury a victim? Apparently, he's a victim of being the greatest boxer today. How can you be the greatest boxer today when you've only fought one guy out of the top three guys? If you say the top three excluding Fury is Usyk, then Joshua, then Wilder. Fury's only fought Wilder. What about Usyk and Joshua? Usyk is messed around, mugged around, tried to play the fool until Usyk said, you know what, greedy belly, you go and do your own thing, because you clearly don't want to fight the unified champion from the Ukraine. So he won't fight the man from the Ukraine. He won't fight the British Nigerian in the form of Anthony Joshua. So he's only fought one of the top three heavyweights. But yet, Mauricio Sulaiman has the nerve, the audacity, the temerity, the gall to say that Tyson Fury is what?
We're not sure what's going on with him at the moment. I think he's struggling with an opponent. Can you fill us in on that?
Well, he's a victim. He's a victim of being the greatest fighter of today.
The greatest fighter of today is a guy who's only fought one guy out of the top three in his division. He's the single belt holder in comparison to unified belt holders. He's failed to make a fight with Anthony Joshua, keeps on trying to mug him around Anthony Joshua, tell him to go and take a running jump. He knew Joshua was fighting in August, so what does he do? He sends an offer to fight him in September. Outrageous. He could have just said, what day do you want to fight in August? Oh, August the 12th? Consider it done, mate. We'll have the cup, what, 60-40? 60-40 good? No? 45, 55? Good for you? Alright then, go on then. Yeah, job's a good one. Let's go. But no, he always likes to throw something into the mix that will make that fight difficult, if not impossible. When he's fighting, when he's negotiating with someone he does not want to fight. Derek Chisora, no problem, make it with ease. Otto Wallin, no problem, make it with ease. Tom Schwartz, no problem. They made that contract over lunch. Pianetta, no problem. But when it comes to somebody good, it's always a problem.
He's a victim of being the greatest fighter of today. And it's very unfortunate that money is ruling out every other fighter. They don't want to fight him.
They don't want to fight him. Listen, the Ukrainian dancer would love to cave his skull in. Anthony Joshua a bit shaky right now. Only his second fight with Derek James coming up. His third fight will be in December, reputedly against Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. So he's just settling in with him. But absolutely, I have no doubt that Anthony Joshua would love to put a right fist straight through the cranium of the Gypsy King.
They want...
But yet, they don't want to fight him. What a load of utter poppycock. Utter poppycock. Both of them want to take his head off. Both the Ukrainian dancer and Anthony Joshua.
To abuse a monetary status and
First of all, Joshua's got more money than this cat anyway. The Ukraine, this Gypsy King.
simply it's not fair.
And with skills challenge taking up Usyk for at least his next couple of fights, 2-3 fights, Usyk is also comfortable, and Usyk got comfortable after Joshua money. Fought Joshua 2 times and got very comfortable off that money, but he still wants all the belts. And this cat here, Greedy Belly, is the common denominator in these failed negotiations. He is the common denominator. If he really wants to either fight, he will come up with terms that are agreeable and suitable to all parties. Accommodations can be made, will be made, does get made, apart from when it's with this cat here, the so-called Gypsy King. But I tell you what, time's running out, and he may find himself aging his own self out. Is he looking for a get-out clause? Is he looking to seriously retire this time? You know, you have to really wonder.
Tyson Fury has been willing to fight any of them.
Clearly not. Clearly not. When it comes to negotiating with this guy, it's almost impossible. He puts up all the roadblocks in the world and then some.
The WBC has been waiting. We let a lot of flexibility.
Yeah, you let a lot of flexibility when it suits you. But look at what you did to Dillian White. Yeah, you mugged him about left, right, and center. There wasn't much flexibility there, was there? Mauricio Sulaiman.
To try to do Fury against Usyk, which was looking very good for March. We have had the flexibility to do Fury against Joshua.
You've had the flexibility to do Fury against Joshua? Yeah, what did he do? What did Fury do? Messed around, mugged around.
We ordered Wilder against Reese.
Yeah, you ordered Wilder against Ruiz, or Reese like you call him. Yeah, and what happened? They didn't even respond. Yeah, but have they dropped down the rankings because they failed to take up a mandatory fight off with each other? Final eliminator? No, you've done jack diddly squat. That's what you've done, Mauricio.
As a final elimination for the mandatory spot.
Yeah.
And it is just tragic to see with a division that...
And what happened? What happened? They didn't respond. And what did you do in response? Nothing.
So many great fights can be made are not happening. So I'm a little bit disappointed. I feel very...
Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed. The boxing world's a little bit disappointed. And to be quite frank, the boxing world is a lot disappointed with the Big Dosser. Big Dosser Fury. OMG. Go on.
Much for Tyson Fury is not his fault. It's not anyone's fault, but just the greed and the
It's not
selling.
Tyson Fury's fault. It's not anyone's fault, but the greed. Yeah, whose greed? Whose greed are we talking about? It's not Tyson Fury's fault. It's not anyone's fault, but the greed. You're alleging that the likes of Anthony Joshua, the likes who's a richer man than Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk, the man in the Cossack from the Ukraine. You're talking about him being, listen, that cat's been surviving for years comfortably on $1 million here, $1 million there, $1 million here, $1 million there, until he hit the jackpot against Joshua. So to call him greedy is utterly ridiculous and preposterous. You know what I mean? Ridiculous and preposterous.
Putting out of price the content.
Outpricing themselves. You're saying these opponents are outpricing themselves when it's clearly Tyson Fury who clearly outpriced himself with the Usyk fight, offering him 30%. very, very cheeky. Even Shane Fury, one of his brothers, the one with the long curly hair, even he said in an interview I saw the other day that 30% to Usyk was a bit cheeky. It was a bit low. It was a bit rude. Shane Fury himself said that. So it's clearly Fury. You're blaming the wrong people. Carry on.
Listen, we spoke to Frank Warren on Saturday night. Frank was hopeful that we're going to get an announcement in 10 days for an opponent for Tyson Fury. He was
okay, so he goes on to talking about mandatories. Frank Warren of Queensbury Promotions is talking about Mauricio Sulaiman making or coming up, meeting up with Mauricio Sulaiman and finding getting a mandatory fighter for Tyson Fury ordered. But unfortunately, one gets the feeling that what that really means, that's just code for Frank Warren and Mauricio Sulaiman to get together to find the easiest fight for Tyson with someone with some type of ranking, hopefully, in the WBC. But we know how the WBC do. They'll just find somebody and then in the next month they'll rank him. I'll say, well, this guy's easy enough. Yeah, but he's not ranked in the WBC. Oh, that will be no problem. We can do that. If you just leave an envelope on the table, we can find somebody very good for you and we'll give him a ranking. Just some things to think about, but very disappointing from Mauricio Sulaiman. He is known, he's not known for his scrupulous methods, mode of operation, shady geezer, some would say, something. I better just leave it there. I better just leave it there. I'll hold back my opinion and let you decide what you feel about the words of Mauricio Sulaiman, head of the WBC, the benefactor of nepotism, Presidente handed down from father to son, and considered to be a hotbed of corruption. We're talking about the some people say we be crooks. I ain't saying nothing, the referee gotta remain neutral, but have your say. Tyson Fury is a victim, according to the WBC El Presidente Mauricio Sulaiman. Mr. Raphael Dawkins is the Combat Radio. Like, subscribe, comment, share, and be sure to check back with the RDCR for the latest news in boxing. We are